rebound in front. Bedard scores! That's a tip back in front. Rebound score! There's Bedard again from Paul. Winds back across and shoots, scores! That's a tip back in front. Rebound score! There's Bedard again from Paul. Gunther slaps it down. Here's Bedard from a sharp angle. Shoots, scores!
Is Connor Bedard disrespecting the world right now? So an interesting thing came up recently, and it's not something I really expected to see, and that's someone being critical of Bedard's goal celebrations at the World Hockey Championships. Basically, Bedard has been doing a stoic celebration in all the games he's scored in, which has been a lot of goals so far, and this has caused a former NHL player in Voracek to criticize Bedard. I guess that might be a first, but it's also really interesting that Bedard has been subdued in the celly so far, compared to, say, what was going on in Chicago for his first few goals there. But he's definitely not too subdued in his play, and that's more than just putting the puck in the net. The kid wants to play and win in battle for those wins for Canada. Anyhow, Bedard didn't score in this one as the Canadians defeated the Norwegians in again what was not a super convincing win. Canada had a 2-goal lead that was cut in half thanks to a third period goal from Solberg for the Norwegians, but then Cousins would restore it for Canada, and they'd finish it off with an empty netter to seal it. Not looking incredibly dominant still, but another win in the books, I guess, for the Canadians. Meanwhile, to recap some big tournament action, the biggest story as of late has to be the Austrians upsetting the Finns with a ridiculous 10th of a second left in the game goal. Yes, what on earth? To be one of the top teams in the group 3-2 in regulation. I guess their third period comeback against Canada was a huge statement, and they proved that they may be for real in this game, carrying that over. Although it's crazy because the Austrians lost 5-1 to Denmark earlier in this tournament. I guess that just goes to show you how much parity there is now at the international level, especially with a lot of the best in the world from the NHL sitting this tournament out. But good news for Canada is they still control their own fate, as both the Czechs and Swiss have dropped points in the top half of Group A. But now the big games for Canada begin against potent teams like Finland, Czechia, and Switzerland. So we'll see if the Bedard celebrations start getting a bit more animated, or I guess as some people would say, respectful, and if he can continue scoring as the games get harder in this tournament. Over and out.